Good evening, respected judges and audience. My name is Zhang Yingshi, and today I would like to introduce my program, Wisdom Brush of the East. And it is a mini WeChat program that powered by AI. And at the beginning of my presentation, I would like to ask you a question. How can we make Chinese calligraphy more accessible to most of us, no matter who we are, no matter where we live? Well, my answer is my program, and I would like to introduce that for you. And the first part is the difficulties. Let's imagine if a person who wanted to learn more about Chinese calligraphy, he must get the access to the professional instructors, and moreover, he must spend a lot of time practicing it. And that is the first difficulties that the traditional Chinese calligraphy met. And the second one is the limited access to the resources. For example, those who live in the big cities have more access to the resources than those who live in the remote areas. And the third one is the lack of the personalized feedback. For example, people may spend a lot of time practicing how to write this stroke, how to build this structure, but they get the less progress than they thought. And now I would like to introduce my program. You can see that on the interface there is a big camera. Users can put their photos and videos of their practice into it so that the AI can give you the real-time feedback. And our mission is to make professional Chinese calligraphy more accessible to most of us, no matter who we are, no matter where we live. And I am sure that it is all aligned with the SDG 4, quality education. And now I would like to introduce the core part of my program, the intelligent character writing practice system. It is divided into three functions. The first one is the AI real-time correction. For example, when teachers are teaching students, and the teacher must give the students the real-time feedback. So as my AI can use the data from the user's practice to give the users the real-time feedback. And the second one is the intelligence removal. It can help to remove the messy background from the user's practice so that the user can see their characters more clearly. And the third part is the 填字 grid assistance. It can help to recognize each character in your practice and put each of your character into one 填字 grid so that it can help the user to know how to build the stroke, how to build the structure. And the third part, I would like to introduce our contribution to the quality education. I would like to divide it into 4 parts. The first one is the accessibility. For example, a person who have a phone with WeChat can use our program freely. And I do believe that this can help break the geographical barriers. And moreover, those students who have not so much budgets or those people who do not have too much time can also benefit from this program. And the second one is the personalization. You can see that I divided it into 2 parts. The first one is the personalized feedback generation. You can see that AI gives the real-time correction to you and also shows the advantages and the disadvantages of the practice. And moreover, the AI can help you to give you the future planning. And the second one is the historical learning path. It can show your previous practice there, and it can also give you show you the plan you must do in the future. And then is the engagement. I create a community and achievement system. As to the profile customization, you can change your nicknames and you can also complete the daily check-ins. And as to the achievement system, I developed it since I know that it is really boring when studying alone. And the achievement system can help you to achieve the achievement. For example, when you're studying up to 1 hour or you set about 10 practice into the AI, you may unlock an achievement. And I do hope that it can help to improve our motivation. And the third one is progress dashboard. It can help to record your previous practice and your future planning, and moreover what you have done in the community, and I will talk it later. And then I developed a multi-dimensional ranking and community system. You can see that there are 3 rankings. The first one is the provincial ranking, and second one is the custom team ranking, and the third one is the personalized ranking. I do hope that maybe it can help to improve the competition, and maybe it can help make the users more active. And the second one is calligraphy circle, just like the WeChat. You can posting, you can show your liking, and you can also comment the poster. And the fourth part is our development plan. I hope that in the short term, maybe we can develop the MVP function and collect more data from the users. And in the medium term, I hope that maybe more than 500 people can be our active users daily, and we can also collect their analysis to make our AI model more stronger. And in the long term, I do hope that I can collect a lot of analysis from the users so that I can make my AI model more accurate and accessible to most of us. And then, now I have shown you all the functions, technologies, design concepts, and future vision of Wisdom Brush of the East. I don't want to end today's presentation with just data and function. Instead, I want to take a few minutes to share the real, warm, and personal story behind this project. This is why I started it, why I care about it, and why I believe it matters to the world. This project began with a very small moment in my childhood. When I was young, I often watched my grandfather practice calligraphy at his desk. He would hold a brush gently, dip it in ink, and move it smoothly across the paper. Every stroke was calm, power, and full of beauty. I would sit beside him, asking silly questions. Why do you write like this? Why do you spend so much time on it? He would smile and tell me, calligraphy is not just writing. It is the soul of our Eastern culture. It carries history, emotion, philosophy, and the wisdom of thousands of years. As I grew older, I went to museums and exhibitions with my family. I saw ancient calligraphy masterpieces created hundreds of years ago. I was amazed by how those characters still carried life, energy, and beauty after such a long time. My grandfathers told me these works are not just ink on paper. They are the voices of our ancestors. They show how people thought, felt, and expressed themselves. But one day, he looked at me and sighed softly. He said that fewer and fewer young people are willing to pick up a brush today. Everyone is busy with digital devices, fast life, and short videos. Calligraphy feels old-fashioned, difficult, and far away. To master it, you need years of persistent practice. Many people think it is too slow, too hard, and not necessarily anymore. Even worse, for friends from other countries who do not understand Chinese characters or Eastern culture. This beautiful art feels almost unreachable, like something locked in a distant history. That feeling stayed deep in my heart. I kept asking myself, we are living in an amazing era. Technology is developing faster than ever. AI helps us work, create, communicate, and explore the world. So why can't technology help us protect the inherent traditional culture? Why can't we use innovation to make ancient beauty closer, not farther? Why must traditional be forgotten in the digital age? I don't want calligraphy to only exist in museums, books, or old memories. I wanted it to come alive again. I wanted it to enter people's daily lives. I wanted every student, every office worker, every person who has never held a real brush to be able to create, experience, and feel the beauty of Eastern calligraphy easily. I wanted to break the barrier of difficulty, the barrier of distance, the barrier of culture, and the barrier of time. That was when the idea of Wisdom Brush of the East was truly born. When we started developing this program, we set one clear goal. We will not make just another ordinary text generator. Many AI tools can turn text into characters, but most of them produce cold, stiff, and lifeless results. They cannot capture the soul of real calligraphy. So we decided to do something different. We studied the essence of traditional Chinese calligraphy deeply. We analyzed the weight, strength, and rhythm of real brush strokes. We simulated the natural changes of ink, from thick to light, from wet to dry, just like writing on real rice paper. We include classic styles, regular script, running script, cursive script, and Clarion script. Every detail was designed carefully to keep the warmth, elegance, and spirit of traditional brush writing. We wanted every character created by Wisdom Brush of the East to carry emotion, not just a code. We also thought about how to lower the barrier for everyone. You don't need years of training, you don't need professional tools, you don't need to master all the rules. With simple steps, you can create your own calligraphy work, feel the charm of Eastern calligraphy, and even share it with others. We hope this small tool can help people rebuild their connection with traditional culture. For me, Wisdom Brush of the East is far more than a technical project. It is a bridge connecting traditional and modernity, connecting art and daily life, connecting Eastern culture and the whole world. It is a message. Tradition is not outdated. Beauty is not difficult. Technology can be gentle, warm, and meaningful. Technology can help us remember, inherit, and pass down the precious things from our past. In the future, we will keep improving this program. We will add more learning functions, richer artistic styles. And this is the story, the heart, and the vision behind the Wisdom Brush of the East. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for this session. Now it's the next session. Any volunteers?
Thank you for your presentation. It's quite interesting. So I have two questions for you. First one is, what problem arises when learners practice calligraphy alone without guidance?
What? Can you repeat it again? Sorry.
what problem arises when learners practice calligraphy alone without guidance?
Well, along without guidance, these people may, for example, when you practice a character, you may not know whether the stroke is too long or too short. And as the own writer, you may not know how to build the structure of this character. Moreover, you are the writer, and you may be the people who don't know your character most, because you just think that I just write down a character, but as the other people maybe look at your character, it may be not so good. This is the problem first. And the second one, I do believe that it is the time they spent on it. For example, those who do not have the personalized feedback may spend a lot of time on it. And moreover, they may get less progress than they thought. This may decrease their motivation. Yeah. And the third part is that since they study alone or practice alone, they will maybe just like they must have the access to the instructors, but they practice alone. It seems that they doesn't have the access to that, and they doesn't have the resources to that. That is the third problem.
So, the second question is, which sustainable development goal does this project directly align with?
Well, our project is directly aligned with the SDG 4, quality education, and I would like to divide it into three parts. The first one is the accessibility. You can imagine that a person who have a phone with WeChat can use our program freely, since our program is free to anyone, anywhere. And the second one is the personalization. You can change your nicknames, you can use the AI to give you the AI real-time feedback, the personalized feedback, and it can help you to plan your future. For example, you need to write down the points, write down the stroke for how many times, and how to build your structures. And the third part is the, let me think. The third part is the community. Yeah, you can post your practice it on the circle of the calligraphy. You can post your liking, your comments. Yeah.
The third question is, what role does the AI play in improving the learning experience for calligraphy students?
Well, actually, as the first time, I think that the AI must play the role of the teachers, since there are so many students don't have too much money for the access to the instructors. But however, I do believe that the AI can also be the students same. For example, with AI must learn more about the analysis from the students, and moreover, they must also give them the real-time feedback. Maybe it may be, for example, the accuracy of the camera is not so good, and they must to learn more about that.
Okay, that's all. I have no more questions.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. That's all.